and I'm back with another Mask and Tape Treasures. First and foremost, I'd like you to like, subscribe, and come on, keep it together. Keep it together. Leave me comment if you like. Look, before I start, I wanted to give a shout out to the officer that got shot today in the library, in the popular White Station Library. Yes, he's fighting for his life, and I hope he's okay. But the other guy died, but the guy that shot the officer died. So I would like to give him a moment of silence. Okay, today we're going to be making a squirrel. This was requested by Michelle. Michelle told me to make a squirrel, so we make a squirrel. All right. Hi, Michelle. All right. You're going to need some material first. You're going to need paint brushes, acrylic paint, and masking tape. 1.88 or any masking tape that you have. Any tape, whether skinny or fat or whatever. And we're going to need a paper plate. Play it again, Sam. And you're going to need to pay attention. Okay, let's get started. Yeah, it was tragic thing today. See, y'all, people think nothing goes on at the library. They think, oh, it's a cakewalk. You going to work at the library? It's a cakewalk. It's a lot of stuff that goes on there. You don't go like that. It's a lot of stuff that goes on at the library. Seriously. Like domestic violence, theft, some of everything. Lost kids, arguments, everything. Now, a squirrel's back is kind of roached over, so roach their back over a little. All right. I'm going kind of fast with this because memory issues. Memory issues. Because I don't want to run out of memory. Maybe I get another memory card. Maybe tomorrow I'll try to find another memory card. All right. Let's go with the tail. Their tail is like kind of, we're going to curl it back like this, like that. All right. Get another ball. I'm sorry if I'm going too fast, but you know, memory issues. Yeah, I had a hard time trying to upload. Okay, like that. Okay. Then we're going to put the legs on. Wait. Yeah, Michelle Mabel. Michelle Mabel. Yeah, we're going to create this for Michelle. Okay, we're going to put the back legs on. You know what? I kind of like squirrels. I kind of like squirrels a little. Squirrels don't want to hurt nobody, but sometimes they do want to hurt you. Sometimes they get up in your attic or something like that. You know, I really don't like them, but I try to not kill squirrels like, you know, rats or something. I try not to kill squirrels like them. But when they get up in my attic, I try to get them out by putting stuff up there like mothballs or ammonia, you know, something like that. Something that smells real bad just to get them to stay out of there. But they can get it too. They can get it too. But I try not to do that. Okay, there you go. Now we got to put some little tiny ears up there. Yeah, squirrels can get it too. Seriously. If they get too persistent, if like what I put up there don't deter them from coming in there, then I got to use deadly force. Got to use deadly force. I don't want to do that, but hey, if they get in my attic and they chew up some wires and stuff, it's going to cost me a lot of money. So, you know, deadly force. I'm telling you. There you go. See the little ears? Little ears. All right. All right. So we got them together. All we need to do is put the skin on and paint them and everything. These items are going to be donated to the children of the library. Okay? So every time a kid comes into the library, when they inquire about my items or something of my items, I give them one. I try not to let them know that I'm giving them away for free, but I want them to be interested enough to come to me and say, hey, I love your art, or what's that, or what is this, or what's that? And then I say, yeah, I'll tell them about it. Then I say, take any one you want. Because I've got a table, just like part of the counter that's in the back. I got all of them lined up on there. And they can just reach up and take one. You know, so everything I make here, I donate. Okay? And I'll take a sip of my coffee. All right. Now, we got story time. This story time was back in 1991. 1991. The good old days, the good old days. Back in 1991. Now, like I said, I've said numerous times, I've done security work as a backup plan. So when I work somewhere, like if I work at a factory, if I work as a business or something like that, I work at different businesses and stuff like that. When it sometimes it gets where I'm in between jobs. When I get in between jobs, I keep my security license. I keep my security license because you can always find a security job. Always. Always. Well, at this time, I was working at a liquor store. I This was a freelance thing. I hired myself out. I walked in different stores and asked them, "Hey, you need security here. This, and this. Did you know this was happening? This was happening?" And they say, "Oh, I didn't know." I say, "Look, I can be your security guard, your security officer. I will keep this area clean. I will keep this area clean of people. Only customers, paying customers, okay? Paying customers." So I hired myself out and I got a job at this place called Astros, okay? Astros. So later on, there was a club across from there, and it was called Arnie's Club. And this was in Harvey, Illinois. Arnie's, okay? So they they gave me the job. So I would work at Astros. I would work a 12-hour shift at Astros. And then from Astros, I would just walk right over to Arnie's and start working. I was working the parking lot and everything, keeping the parking lot clear of people. All right. So while I was there, I worked there for about 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Yep, I was at 2 weeks. I had just got my paycheck. So 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden, this other guy, I guess he was a bouncer. He was a bouncer. He was buff. He was about 6 feet 5'11" or something like that. He was either 5'11" or 6 feet. Because me and him were about the same height. Then I said, "Man, you big, buddy." He said, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, yeah, they just hired me as a bouncer. I said, "Cool, cool, cool." And then I kept looking at him. I kept saying, where you, dude, you look very familiar to me." He said, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Who I look like? Who I look like?" I said, "I can't place you, but you look very familiar." So we were working together. We was talking together. We would interact with each other. When I would tell him somebody's coming to him, I say, "Hey, that's a guy coming to you. Watch out for him." You know, and he would, you know, he would tell him to go on head on or something like that. So sooner or later, I looked at him. I said, "Dude, you play football?" He said, "Oh man, you got me. You got me." And I said, "Calvin Thomas. Calvin Thomas." He said, "Yeah, man, don't. You don't want to let that get out. Don't let." So Calvin Thomas was a bouncer down there, and I said, "Wow, man, can I get your autograph?" He said, "Yeah, man." He gave me his autograph, and he said, and see, Calvin Thomas worked for 2 seasons for the Chicago Bears. 2 seasons for the Chicago Bears. He from 1982 to 1988. He was number 33, and he was a running back. He was a running back for the Chicago Bears. He was a big guy. So, me and him got cool. We were talking to each other and everything like that. Then I figured out he asked me something. He asked me, "Hey man, where the weed at? Where the weed at?" He was referring to marijuana. For all of y'all don't know what weed is. And I said, "I don't know, man. I don't deal with that." He said, "Oh, oh, 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 oh." Because this was since the 80s and the 90s. Well, since the 90s, I was totally straight from all of that stuff. And I despise marijuana. I did. So when he asked me that, and then I was thinking, I said, "Why did they let you go from the Chicago Bears?" He went to the Denver Denver Broncos or something like that afterwards. He only worked one season there, and then that was it. They got rid of him because he kept coming back dirty. He kept coming back with drugs in his system. So every time he would get ready to play, they would test all of them, and then he would come back dirty. Now he's asking me for weed, you know. So I told him I couldn't tell him. I can't tell you where to get it from, you know. I don't know. Then it made me feel different. But I told him, I did tell him that I got a calendar with you on it. A calendar with the Chicago Bears on it, and you were there, number 33. And he said, for real? No, you don't, man. I said, yeah, I'll bring it tomorrow. I'll bring it tomorrow. The next day, I brought it. I brought my calendar down there. And sure enough, he was on there. And he said, how much you want for it, man? How much you want for it? So I told him, man, give me 25. And he gave me 75 for it. For just a calendar. Chicago Bears calendar. Well, I had another one anyway, so. But it just so happened, it's this job where I worked at, they had calendars out there, so I grabbed 3 of them, you know. So he bought that one. But anyway, Calvin Thomas, later on, like a couple of weeks later, he had a problem in there. And this guy was arguing with his girlfriend or something like that. He was arguing with his girlfriend in the lounge. Now, I stayed outside. I didn't go inside the lounge or club or whatever it was. I didn't go inside, but he told this guy he had to leave. And he was big, you know, but this guy was little. This guy had to be like 5'2", 5'3". No, he had to be about 5'6". He was 5'6". I give him 5'6". But he was a short dude, you know. So anyway, Calvin ended up having to put hands on him. So Calvin put hands on him, grabbed him, and took him out the door and threw him out. So Calvin, he said, look here, don't come back in here. Do you know this little guy said, punk, don't you ever put your hands on me again, or I'm a, slap the you-know-what out of you, you know. And Calvin was hulking over this guy. So he said, I'm going to do this to you, or he's going to do something to him. And after that, this guy jumped up and popped Calvin in the nose. Popped him in the nose. Boom, 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 boom. And he put hands on Calvin and knocked him out completely. Knocked him out. Big Calvin was down. So then I came up and he told me he didn't want no problem with me, but I had my pistol on me. So I drew down on him. I drew down on him. And he put his hands up, and I told him, turn around, and I put my cuffs on him. Because he assaulted Calvin. He did. So after that, Calvin quit. He quit after that. I guess he was embarrassed or something. But so that just goes to show you, it's not how big you are, but how you handle these things. How you can handle these things. Because that guy, it was so quick, I couldn't even get over there fast enough. It was so quick, I couldn't get over there fast enough. He knocked Calvin out and messed his nose up too. So All right. Well, that's it. But hey, Calvin Thomas, running back. Hold up a second, y'all. Yep, he was a running back, y'all. And I don't know where he's at now. I guess he should be still in the south suburbs, but I guess he's out of town or something. Calvin Thomas. But it's a sad case that he would ask me for drugs. And he got cut from the team for drugs. I don't know what drugs it was, but it wasn't marijuana. I'll tell you that. All right. We're going to finish this off. Okay, we're going to put skin on. Put skin on. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Yeah, we can start putting the skin on. Okay, wait a minute. I got the text back. All right. All right. Now, we just want to put skin on. Yeah. Calvin Thomas was a good guy though. But I guess he underestimated that dude. He didn't know that dude had hands, you know. Dude put them paws on him. Well, when the ambulance got there, they got him back together, and he went to the hospital. I ain't see him no more after that. It's crazy. Yep. And I had a few incidents down at Astros too. But that's for a later date. Got to see, can I get clearance for what I'm about to say, you know, down there. Because I know some people are watching from down there. So, you know, I respect people's privacy. But, yeah. Yes. All right. See, we're getting there. We want to make his front legs a little smaller than that, so squeeze them in. Sort of like that. All right. We're going to move right along. Like I said, I'm sorry that I'm going real fast with it. But it's best because I don't want to run into that problem again. When I hit upload, I want it to upload. I don't want it to say, hey, it's too large and stuff like that. All right. Just want to go on back around the legs. It ain't nothing to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Yeah, I've met many stars. And, you know, very special people. In my day. Yep, I've met a lot of interesting people. that you may have thought some way about them, but it's different. Like Michael Jordan. Yeah, I thought Michael Jordan was a down dude. I thought he was cool. Till he proved otherwise. And I didn't like him anymore. He turned me into a Knicks fan. I used to tell my brother that, but my brother would say, "Hey man, why you don't like Jordan? Man, Jordan is the greatest of all time." I said, he may be the greatest, but he got a funky attitude. I don't like his attitude. Yep. Sometimes you can love somebody that you see on television all the time. And when you meet them in person, they'll crash all of that right in front of your face. Crash it down. All right. Just want to get a little on the tail. Get that tail right. Make sure the legs is good. Okay. Now we need to get up on this belly. Then we can start painting. Yeah. Sometimes you may see a guy or an actor or something like that, and they act nice on television. They act like the nicest person, and you want to hang out with them. But when you meet them in person, then you'll know that was just acting. That was just acting. It wasn't real. It wasn't real at all. Then you get to the point where you start despising them. Yeah, I can understand why, maybe people keep coming to them asking for autographs and stuff. But if you're not asking them for nothing, you're just speaking. And it don't cost you nothing to speak to somebody. But I guess nobody told Jordan that. All right. There we go. Now let's paint. We're going to make him a gray. This is going to be a gray squirrel. So we're going to make him gray. Got to get this. And we got to get our black. Where's the black? Where's the black? Where's the black? It fell down on the ground. Where was it? Well, hold up. Excuse me, y'all. Man, this is delaying me. I saw the black yesterday. Oh, okay. I got it. Here it is. Okay. This is our squirrel. We're going to start painting it. We're going to put a little black on here. And we're going to put a little bit white. I'm going to take our brushy brush. Mix it. We're going to assess it. You just want to make it gray. Gray, gray, gray. All right. Then we're going to start painting. Painting, painting, ba 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 ba. Painting, painting, ba 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 ba. There we go. We just want to paint it real quick. Now, we want to keep that belly because we're going to paint the belly white or a grayish white. So don't start painting the stomach yet. Just want to paint those legs. See that? Gonna paint the little bushy tail. See that? Just a little gray squirrel. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. Don't ever touch a gray squirrel. I know they look cute and cuddly and stuff like that, but they have big teeth, incisors, and they will tear you up if you ever try to touch one of them. So you have been warned, okay? Don't ever touch a squirrel. I'm telling you. I've seen people bitten by them. And it wasn't pretty. I saw a guy feeding peanuts to a squirrel. And the squirrel was nice to him. And he kept taking peanuts out of his hand and stuff like that. Until he got his hand a little too close to him. And that squirrel clamped on his finger. And he screamed like a girl. He screamed out. I knew that hurt too. Okay, now we got this. Okay, we need to put a little bit white on the plate. Take a little bit of the white. And the back of the tail, we want to make it like a light gray. You see that? We just want to mix a little bit black in there. Just make that light gray all the way down like this. You see? Make that light gray. Then we're going to go white right under here. Okay, so take it. See that? Now we got to figure out what color we're gonna do his eyes. We're gonna do his eyes red. We're gonna take it white first. Hold up. We're almost finished, folks. Just want to put that eye, isolate. Okay, like this. Now we need to try to put some black in there. Then we're finished. Well, it won't place in there, but y'all know what I'm trying to do. Here's our squirrel. Now, if I had some wire, I would put whiskers out there, but I don't have wire. But there it is. I couldn't do the pupil in the eye, so when it dries, take some black and dot right in there, okay? All right. Oh, wait, let's do this. We're going to do paint inside the ear, too. Just inside the ear. So they can stand out. See, I'm trying to go too fast. There you go. All right. There you go. There's a squirrel. All right. Thanks for viewing my Masking Tape Treasures. Make sure you like, subscribe, and let me comment if you like. And hit that bell notification. Hit that bell notification so that you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Okay? And share. Share my videos so that everyone can get this Masking Tape Treasures experience. All right. Peace. Adios. Salamek.